Hey everybody, it's MeliPlayful, and this is an update on me. Most of y'all know that I went through cancer and chemo and radiation, and it got staph infection, vitamin deficiency, all sorts of things that happened to me just because of the chemo and radiation. And I came out surviving the cancer, but with a lot more problems than what I went into. Like, it's been a struggle. I cannot tell you that there has been a day since all of that I have had a day where I've felt good. I could wake up and feel good for a little bit, but then by the end of the day, I'm sick. I just don't have good days. Mentally, I try to stay on top of things, but physically, my body just is tired. They recently, which I was told at the very beginning of all of this last cancer I went through, that my cancer will probably come back, most likely on my chest plate, and it will be hard to fight. So I need to take oral chemo. So they tried me on two different kinds. One made me very suicidal, and the other one gave me like body tremors along with other side effects. So recently I was told by the doctor's office that I went to, the cancer doctor, that I needed to start doing some preventative measures, or most likely the cancer was going to come back, most likely in my brain or in other organs, and it would definitely be death for me. So I said, well, let's do it. Let's do the chemo, because the oral chemo, because there's no way I can't just give up like that. So I started the oral chemo, and during the time I also started some iron infusions, and so I got really sick, and I just figured it was the iron infusions. Most likely that had a big part to do with it, because I don't take iron very well. But then I started having other problems. I started having pain in my joints really bad, and pain in my side and in my back. And I'm not talking about just like, oh, this is pain that Advil or Tylenol could help. This was excruciating pain. Then I started getting like muscle spasms and cramps. If you ever had a Charlie horse in your leg, this was happening to me all over my body. I can't live like that. So I called the doctor's office and I talked to the nurse practitioner, and she assured me that she did not feel like it was the chemo causing it. I, on the other hand, do believe that it is. And so I did a lot of research during that time, found out that these are side effects. I even had some people saying that they feel like they're never going to walk again because the cramps and the pain is so unreal. I came off the chemo for 2 weeks. During the time, I did a lot of blood work, and we discovered that there was nothing in my body that was causing these cramps and pain all over my body. And so after about maybe a day, the cramps started going away. Within a week, I went from having about 40 to 50 cramps a day to having none. And my muscles took a long time to heal because they felt like they were ripped. And so now I'm stuck between like a rock and a hard place, where I have to choose to either go back on one of these oral chemos and go through what I've gone through, or just basically say, okay, well, I'm going to put my life in God's hands, which I do that every day, and I'm just going to have faith that it's not going to come back, or possibly it will come back, one of the cancers, and who knows how long I'll have. I could have a few months, I could have a few years, I could live another 20 or 30 years. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. This is all in God's hands. But with all that being said, I am really sick. I have really struggled for so many years to just be healthy. I'm constantly dizzy, always just nauseous, and I can't even explain it. On days when I'm not nauseous and I'm not dizzy and I don't have headaches or whatever, I'm just so tired and I have to push myself. This is not from depression. This is from my body just being tired, fatigued, and just unwell from everything I've been through. Now, with all that being said, I have struggled to keep up with day-to-day life. I can't work a job. I try to make jewelry to sell at craft shows, but I'm getting to the point where I can't even go to the craft shows because I'm too sick. I don't even have the ability to go in my room and pull everything out and take pictures to put them online, to sell them online. I am literally waking up, taking my shower, doing YouTube, and then I sit down and I'll play video games when I feel like it and watch TV and I sleep. It's not a very good life to live when that is just all you do. But that's what I'm stuck with because I can't drive now because I'm just too sick. I have to depend on everybody else to do things. Friends want me to go out. I can't because I'm either going to pick up a virus or I'm going to get sick while I'm there and then I have to ask somebody to bring me home. So it's a struggle. Here lately I have been very unwell. I think it's still the oral chemo coming out of my body, mixed with maybe a virus or just me being me. I don't know, but it's been a real struggle for me to get to all of your channels. I push myself so hard to support all of you because you all are supporting me, and it's getting really difficult for me to do that. I try to share your videos on Twitter and on the community post. I even share some stuff in a gaming group that I'm on in Facebook. I'm doing everything I can to support you all, but it's really becoming a struggle, especially when like people are like uploading several videos a day. I'm just having a hard time. So for the most part, I want you to know that I'm trying to make it to your channels, but there may be days when I won't. And there may be days where I'll get in, and actually there's a lot of days where I'll get onto your channels and I will give the most lamest generic comment there is. And then I'll walk away and just let your video play because I'm too sick to sit there and watch. I do have Tengu on the channel, but he works a lot of hours and then he's got things he's got to do, so he can only help with YouTube on his days off and when he's home. And so he can't do as much as I do, who's here all the time, but he does do as much as he can. And so with all that being said, and with you guys understanding now what my health is like and what I'm going through, I hope you forgive me for not coming to your channels when you upload. Please understand when you guys are like sending me videos on Twitter and asking me to please go watch them, that's actually asking a lot of me. Because sometimes, and I do it. I don't know if you guys notice, when you guys send me videos or you tag me or you're asking me to do it, I'll go and I'll watch your videos. Sometimes I don't comment, but I do it. And sometimes it's a struggle. So I have said so many times, I'm going to cut back on YouTube. I'm only going to support this many people a day. I'm going to give this or that. And then what happens is I start feeling guilty. And so this is me explaining to you all why it has to stop with me. I have so many videos recorded. Some of these videos that are recorded have been recorded for years. And I'm still going to put them up every day. And I'm still going to make content. And I'm still going to come to your channels and watch your videos. But I'm not going to come to your channel every day unless I feel good. Unless I feel good enough to do it. I can't sit at my computer for 4 or 5 hours doing this. And then holding my phone for 4 or 5 hours on top of that. Doing YouTube to be successful at it is literally an all-day thing. And I'm trying. I really am trying. And I can't do it all day anymore. Because I need to start spending time taking care of me and being with my dogs and my family and my loved ones. But still also being with you all when I can. So I hope y'all understand, and I thank you all so much for the love you give. And if y'all could please pray for me and my loved ones and my family. A lot of people that I love so dearly are going through a lot with their own health problems. And then on top of that, they're having to worry about me and how I'm sick all the time. And I keep a lot of things from them because I don't want them to know how sick I am. And they won't watch this because they don't watch YouTube, so they're not going to hear all this. But I'd really appreciate the prayers, and I thank y'all for the love, and I thank y'all for the support, and for every one of you who show up to my channel for every video, even if you're there just for 2-3 minutes, or if you're there for the whole thing. I really appreciate that. I really do. I never in a million years thought that I would get monetized. I never in a million years thought that I would come as far as I have, and I've done it all because of you all. And I think that a lot of my surviving everything that I've gone through has been because of you all. So thank you so much, and I love y'all so much. Y'all take care. Peace. Bye.